hey, I'll take the PlayStation 4 and everything that comes with it because I'm worth it. Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel. Just playing some Battlefield 4 Team Deathmatch on the PS3 edition, getting myself geared up for the PS4 edition, which I'm going to carry over, as well as Call of Duty Ghosts. My goodness, the PS4 has become a very, very expensive hobby. Now, my thing is that I've worked bloody hard this year, and if you work hard, I believe you should play hard as well. You know, and if money is no object in relation to that, then so be it. I know we're living in times of austerity and what have you, but I work for my money, I save my money, I pay my bills. I'm not reckless with my money, but with things that I enjoy, I will pay for outright. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. My goodness, thunder. Where's all that thunder coming from? All right, but anyway, I'm gonna share with you my shopping list for my PS4 paraphernalia. And first thing obviously is the console itself, the console and the one controller, and also the headset that comes with it, which I don't think a lot of people's going to be using later on, but I think they'll be using it for now because apparently the Sony licensed headset does not work with the console at the moment. But hey, you know, they're gonna do a patch for that, because I have both the Pulse and the first edition of the Sony wireless headset, so I'm not investing any more money in that. That's at least 200 quid's worth of headset there, so I'm not going to invest any more money in no headsets. So that's that. So obviously I'm getting the console and everything that comes with that, and that comes to 350 quid. Second thing I'm getting, I have to get it, I have to get the extra controller and the camera, because obviously, you know what I mean, you want to kick it back with your friends and just kick back and play. You know, nothing is as frustrating as you basically playing a game and somebody sitting down there wanting to play the game with you or have a go at the game itself and you only got the one controller. That's just foolishness. You know, you got to have two controllers. So I'm getting the extra controller and the camera as well. Now, you know, there was discussions as to whether the camera was going to be included in any bundle with the PlayStation 4, and Sony, you know, in their right mind basically thought, well, you know what, we'll just leave it to the consumers to basically deal with, you know. But they're not going to make the camera for nothing. You know, they're going to basically have it as an instrument to utilize a lot of the forthcoming next gen games that's going to be available on the market. So I just made the decision that I'm gonna buy one and I'll just see how it basically goes. Do you know what I mean? And from what I've seen so far of first looks and let's play videos and stuff like that on the net already, that, you know, it's a good investment to have, you know, to prepare yourself. So with the extra controller and the camera, that comes to 120 quid. Now, before last week, I had no interest whatsoever in the next item, but, you know, checking out all the blogs, the PlayStation blogs and etc., I decided to investigate, and I came across a deal for this piece of equipment that I just could not refuse it. I could not miss it, because I've never seen any other deal selling this item at the price I'm about to basically state, and it's for the PlayStation Vita. Now, with the PlayStation Vita, the one reason why I was kind of inclined in the first place was because you are going to be able to play your PS4 games through it, and you can actually play in remote play mode, where you can actually, you know, use your PS Vita to play a game on the PS3 and have a friend play on the PS3 also. Do you know what I mean? Which I thought is pretty good. But the factor that basically sold it to me was a deal that I saw in play.com. Now, I advise all of you straight away, don't even bother look, because the deal is not available now. But I just came across it by accident, where you can get a PlayStation Vita Wi-Fi with the new Tearaway game, Little Big Planet, and a 16 gig memory card for, wait for it, 139.99, 140 quid, right? And I was looking, there was only like around 15 minutes left on the deal. So I used up those 15 minutes to basically look across a lot of the websites to find if there was anything just the same, just as cheaper, or even cheaper, you know, to even match the deal. And it was nothing, because everything was like at least 160 upwards, and you couldn't even get a 16 gig card. You could only get like a 4 gig card. So it was a no-brainer. I just made the investment and I bought that. So the Vita plus Tearaway plus Little Big Planet and a 16 gig card at 140 quid. So that was basically that. Also, I made an investment and bought a tablet. Not the freaking expensive ones like, you know, the iPad Air or whatever you want to call them or what have you. I just bought a cheap as chips one. I bought the Tesco Huddle, which is basically a 7-inch tablet, you know, and it's a quad-core tablet also, you know. It's not the leader, but it's a good contender for the best budget tablet on the market. And I've done a lot of research, and the reason why I wanted to utilize a tablet was because I have a smartphone, but the screen for me is a little too small. I have an iPhone. I got an iPhone 3GS. That's how backwards I am. But you know, since I bought the Apple iPhone 3GS, you know, I've hardly used it, to be honest with you, simply because of the battery life. I mean, even my little Fenke Samsung slider that my missus had as her first upgrade, which she gave me like nearly 10 years now, and I've still got it and it still works. The battery life is like around 3 freaking days, man. You know what I mean? So something like that is like I'm not gonna stray away from. But trying to get into the whole iPhone thing, it worked for a time, but then I just left it and put it down. But then since I started playing Grand Theft Auto and with the apps that came with it, that's when I started picking it up. But for PlayStation 4 purposes, I wanted to utilize a tablet that will accommodate the PlayStation Network app for the Android. It'll be my first Android device, so you know, and by the looks of it, it's pretty easy to basically to control and manage and what have you. So I bought that for like £119. And also I made an investment and bought a hard drive, a 1 terabyte hard drive, because in the PlayStation 4 you have got a 500 gig hard drive. Now, unlike the PS3, where each game would basically be, you know, between 6 to around 20 gigs in size, these bad boys are going to basically take up 50 gigs per game. Killzone Shadowfall is like 50 gigs already, you know, so it only makes sense that you should upgrade it, because if you just have like 10 games, you're more or less done. You got nothing else, you know. You can't download anything from the PlayStation Store or anything like that, so you might just bump it up and give your console some muscle, you know what I mean? So that's what I've done, and it comes to £65. As far as games are concerned, Killzone Shadowfall, I'm still in 2 minds, but I'll probably get it. I've got it at a good deal for £50. Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4. As you can see, I'm playing Battlefield 4 on the PS3. I've also got Call of Duty Ghosts on the PS3 as well. And it only makes sense to upgrade it for like 10 quid. You know what I mean? I do like the game. So, you know, it just makes perfect sense to just upgrade. And also, well, that comes to like £10 each. So that's £20 collectively for the both. And also my PS Plus subscription, which I recently purchased, but I'm not gonna activate until at least when I get the PS4, because I understand that if you buy a Vita and or a PS4, you will get a PS Plus trial. So, you know, so maybe I could probably get 2 months trial of PS Plus for absolutely nothing, and then I can activate my 12-month subscription probably by February or March, you know. It's wishful thinking, but I'm going to see if it works. If it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Because in any event, you're still going to be paying 40 quid per year in order to play online. Now, with all of that being said, all of the equipment that I've stated to you and the cost of each comes to a grand total of, drum roll please, £905. Now, for me, you know, I just want to cover all bases and just make sure I have everything so that my gaming pleasure is not diminished in any way, shape or form. So that's why I'm making the investment, because no doubt, you know, PlayStation are gonna come up with some badass games. They got some great games coming out within the next few months, even the next year. And the PS3 is still gonna have a lot of life in it. It's gonna have at least 3 to 5 years life left in it before it's basically phased out. But it's the epic gaming season, and I just want to just be fully prepared and fully equipped to just embrace what is going to be delivered by Sony. So that is my take on it, and I'm going to play hard, like I said, because I've worked bloody hard this year. My bills are sorted until the first quarter of 2014. So there's not going to be no January blues for me or my family. It's all blessed, it's all good. So that's more or less it. Anyway, I hope you have been influenced somewhat in my list, my shopping list for my PlayStation 4 paraphernalia. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till such time, I'm out of here. Magan.